One sunny day in Los Angeles, California, 3 college roommates were bored as hell, sitting around, and wasting the day away. One of them, named Payne, or Pollo, suggested they start a casual Dungeons & Dragons campaign that could occupy their time. The idea was to scrap the notion of a fixed schedule, meeting every week to play at the same time, and aim towards something along the lines of a video game, where you can turn it on and play for a few hours with friends and then turn it off, where it would wait until you picked it back up again. In this case, the controller was dice, and the game was Dungeons & Dragons. As Pollo took the position of Dungeon Master, he then gathered his players at the table to create their characters. Their names were Hayden McMahon and Matt Popa. And they had no idea what was in store for them. All of a sudden their laptops began to glitch out and distort, eventually caving in, and sucking them both into the screens. As they shot through a multicolored tunnel of blue, green, red, yellow, purple, etc., they eventually reached the end and came crashing through the exit, landing right back in the same seats from before, at the same circular table, in the same dorm room. However, Pollo was gone. Confused, they looked around the room for their missing roommate, and that's when Hayden opened the window for the first time. Expecting to see the normal scenery of Hollywood, he was met with something different. A deep shade of royal blue, hard as concrete. They were trapped. Upon discussing their current situation, they decided to investigate outside the room, inside the Franklin, the name of the dorm building they lived in. They found the same hallway they remembered, and upon venturing down to room 409 where their friend Jace lived, they were met with something even more strange. A mysterious, mirror-like substance, occupying the entirety of the doorway. Upon further investigation, every single other door than their own had the same, now, familiar mirror-like substance. Upon venturing down to the first floor in the lobby, they were met with the same blue barrier outside the glass doors. This solidified, no pun intended, their status as being completely and utterly trapped inside the Franklin, with no foreseeable way of escape. As this reality began to sink in, they saw something strange coming from the television on the wall. The same, familiar, mirror-like substance instead of the screen, and a single blue feather falling from it. After investigating the nature of the mirror-like substance, Hayden and Popa eventually decided to dive into the television.